Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will take you through the AWS CLI session, how it works and in the cloud, okay, and why we require the AWS CLI, okay. Uh, Before that, my expectation is that with all of you, you must have gone through my earlier slide. In earlier slide, I have mentioned how to create the EC2 instance. And basically, this is the advanced course of AWS. Is a command line interfaces. So if you have gone through my earlier slides, then for you it will be easy to understand uh, basically how to create the EC2 instance through the command line. So without delay, let's go to the next slide. Hi, this slide will include all the EC2 instance command. Okay. Also, it includes to how includes the command to install the AWS CLI in your local server. Uh, uh, these are the first point, basically installation of AWS CLI in Ubuntu Linux. Because there are different operating system. If you go to the AWS site, you will get what are the process and procedures are there to install AWS CLI into the different platforms, operating systems. Okay. So I have here I am giving you the demo on Ubuntu Linux. So these are the commands to create the CLI, install the CLI in the Ubuntu platform. So here the command is basically I need to update the operating system, and once it is done, then it will create the AWS CLI packages. Okay, so once the package is installed, then it will once the Python, because AWS CLI has been written in Python packages. So you need to first install the Python packages. Then after that, once the Python packages has been installed in your local server or local desktop, then you need to install the AWS CLI. Okay. Once the installation of AWS CLI has been completed through, then you need to configure the AWS CLI with the configure command. AWS configure is the command. So configure command I will show you in the next slide. Basically, you need to first you need to create one user ID in your uh, IAM, basically identity access management. You need to create one user and you have to give some accessible rights to work in the AWS CLI. Once the IAM user has been created, then you can configure the AWS with AWS configure. Okay. So uh, once the configure part is over, then you can work to create the EC2 instance. So I will show you in the next slide. So for the time being, these are the commands you we will be using during the demonstration. Okay. So hello friends, today's session is for AWS CLI. So I will show you how to create the EC2 instance through the AWS CLI. First thing first, you need to I can show you the command how to install the AWS CLI. So these are the commands to install the AWS CLI, and you need to configure. Already I have done for this. Okay, so if you'll run AWS CLI, it will when you run AWS configure, it will ask for all this. So I have already done. So it has already been. So let me check whether, yeah, it has already been done. So if you want to create the EC2 instance, suppose we want to create one EC2 instance. before that, let me configure the create one user ID, and I will configure the, just a minute, hold on. I will create one user ID, okay, in Amazon services. Before that, you need to create one user ID from IAM. One, if there are two users are there, so I want to create one more user. So Devanjan02 is there. Today I have created one more user. I will create Devanjan03. Okay, and I will give the programmatic access. Programmatic access, why I want to give? I will, so that he can use the AWS CLI. Okay, and I will give in the administrator group. I will allocate the administrator group. Next steps is, I don't want to create all this value optional and all. Okay, so I have created Devanjan user 3. Okay, and I will download this CSV file. I have to choose this image. Later on, let me know. Let me take in, copy this image name into the notepad, because while I have to register, that time it will ask. So let me open this because it takes huge memory. So because I have to open the download, see, I have to open this file now. Has it been downloaded or not? CSV credential 1 to, so what I will do, let me see, download CSV credential 3. I will check the credential 3 CSV file. Okay, so what I will do, I will open this credential 3. These are the access key, and this is the access key. Okay, so so before getting into the AWS, you need to configure. Okay, so AWS configure. Okay, so I can give this access key. I have to, and because it is AWS access key ID, so I will give this access key. Secret access key, from here you need to take. Then AP South 1, define region name. That is by default I am taking. Okay, because this region name, when you are working with AWS CLI, you can find it in the AWS site. Okay, or otherwise you can go to the GUI EC2 services, and from there also, while creating the EC2 instance through the GUI, there also you can find it out. So you can go to the EC2 site, and there also, from I will show you where you can get. Uh, Suppose this is service, so you go to EC2, okay, and I'm creating one instance, and select, so I have chosen the free tier, and you can get from the subnet ID, you can get the reason. See, this is the region. In the subnet you will get all this region one by one week. Okay, fine. So let me create, define output format. I'm just giving none. Okay, done. So now you have done the AWS configuration, AWS CLI configuration. Now you need to create the EC2 instance. Suppose if you want to create the instance, so first thing first, I will show you what are the things you require to create instance. Cat, so you need the image ID. So how will find out the image ID? So there are commands to find out the image ID. So let me show you. Suppose the latest image you want to find out. So you give this command. This command is in the AWS site. Okay, there you can find out the. So here you have to. No, no. You have to find out the image ID, na? So describe image. You need to find it from here. So this is the image ID. So these are the commands. Basically, it is saying owners this. Basically here available output JSON and sort by creation date. This is the latest one. Okay. Uh, So this is the latest image of AMI. Okay. So what I will do, there are other commands are also there. You can see the image ID of other image IDs also you can check. So here this is basically I have given Amazon 2. The Amazon 2 image this is 2 is the latest one. So I have given this. So that's the reason it is showing this AMI. Okay. Suppose I have not chosen. I have given the AMZN. So what it will show? It will show the old images. Okay. So if you have to verify the images, how you will verify? You go to previous menu, you go to previous, you can see this particular image is the latest image, this one. Okay, the same name, same ID. And this image also you can verify from, see. So this image is 4F9E, 4F9E. There are other commands. If you go to the site, you will get to find out which are the image are the latest image and which we want to download. Okay, so now I will create the EC2 instance. So cat, I have created the scripts for that to avoid any delay. So this is the AWS run instance script. Okay, so I have created one also user data file. Okay, it will replace the 127.0.0.1 to my public IP. Okay, in the host file, etc host, and it will create one label my custom user data. Okay, so let me run the scripts to create the AWS EC2 instance. So cat AWS EC2 instance. So let me copy this. I have chosen the image ID. Instance type is T2 micro. This is a free image. Key name which I have downloaded earlier. So key name is there. Okay, and user data I have shown you. Subnet ID, I have chosen the subnet ID this. Okay, and the security group is a policies rules. I have earlier slides, earlier video I have explained what is security group. So let me enter. So basically security group is a adding the rules like firewall rules like HTTP, you want HTTP or HTTPS or SSH or for the security purpose. Okay, so let me enter this. So it will create the EC2 instance. So I think it has created very fast. So let me go to services EC2. Let us see. So there are two instances running. Correct. So this is the IP address. The latest one is this. If you can check, 315 I have created. Now it is 315. Okay. So you can, this instance is running. Okay. You can create the name here like my third instance, my third instance, CLI instance, CLI instance, my third CLI instance. Okay, here also put like this. Okay. So now the instance is running. So I want to log into the instance. So this is my public IP. So let me, how we will log in? So I have shown you how to log in into the Linux to EC2 instance. So SSH EC2 hyphen user at the rate this public this IP address. Then I then what I need to do? I need to that key particular the key ID key name. So yes, okay. So what has happened? Key ID is where it is a key ID. So I need to put PEM. How will it will know without extension? Hold on. So some issue is there while going with this particular particular key. Let me see. Let public key. What it is a permission denied? It is saying. Why it is saying permission denied? So let me check. So I think it should go with this key pair, but let us check the IP whether IP is correct or not. This is the IP. EC2 AWS EC2 hyphen user at the rate this ignore and this dot em. SSH, sorry. Yes. Now it is connected. So if you can see, if you go to the etc host, so you will find this, it has been replaced by the private IP. Loopback IP has been here also, it was there, so I have changed this while creating the instance. So now your system is running, you are on. Now yum, now sudo su hyphen, now you are into the root, yum upgrade hyphen y. So I'm so now it is update is there. Yum install yum httpd sta install hyphen y. Okay. Yum install httpdy. Yes. Okay. Okay. So now I have to go to var HTML. There you can create one HTML file, pi index.html. Here I am not going to write anything now, just copy this heading by headers tagging. Okay. So just today is my third AWS AWS session on CLI. This CLI to create an EC2 instance. AWS Cloud. Okay. So now it is done. So let me try to display this as a web server. Let me take this IP and say, oh, why it is not coming? I will tell you. Service HTTP. We need to start the service, right? Start service. No, I have mentioned wrongly. Service HTTP D start. So just copy, copy. Service HTTP something start HTTP service. Wait, check config. Yes, start status. It's running. Okay. So CHSUNFIG on. So now go to yes. Now it's came. So web server has started. I've started my web server after creation of the EC2 instance with AWS command line interface, and I have created one web server and which has been started properly. So these are the ways to create the EC2 instance in command line. So now I am in the EC2 instance. So let me come out from the EC2 instance. I can now I am in the local site, and I can query what are the reasons are there, what are the images are there. So we can query the from like you can query the images, you can query the pairs. Like here I show you, right? I have shown you. So like I want to query the image ID. So okay, so it will give you image, but this is the particular image ID detail I want to create. Suppose I have created this, I have created with this image, I have created the EC2 instance with this image. I want to see the detail of the image. So these are the details: creation date, when this image has been created, describe. So these are the details. So for this command, this is the command, the image ID and the output. Output you can if you are not giving the output, then it will come as a JSON command. Okay. So you can find out the image ID is this, image location is this, image type is machine, is a public. So if you want this to be in tabular form, output table. So this way, so there are more other commands are there. I have made in script. Like if you want to see key pairs, so I have shown you, right? key pair. So AWS key pair, it is a create key pair. Suppose if you want to create a new key pair, then you can create the key pair with a create key pair. Okay, I am not creating any key pair now. We can create, that's not a problem. Okay, we can create, like suppose I want to create some key pair. My name is Debanjan. Today is 18th, right? What is the date today? 18/08/2019 .pem. Okay, so it will create a. So now you want to list the key pair. Suppose if you want to list the key pair, then AWS EC2 display key pair. Sorry, pair. Sorry. Again, the problem is spelling mistake. Key pair. Key pair. Sorry, it should be plural. No, some problem is there. Let me. AWS key list pairs. Describe key pairs. So just so I might. So these are the key pair. One I have created recently, and the other one is this one. Suppose I want to delete the key pair. So you delete key pair because I don't want this new key pair. So AWS delete key pair, then key hyphen name, then my key pair. Correct. So just press it isn't deleted. So now you will want to check how many key pairs are there. You can find only one. So I will show you there are a lot more commands are there. I have created one for loop. List of instance region wise. So sh my system is very slow. So what I will do, let me break. No, it's gone into the loop. Code dump. Okay, fine. So if you want to check here, you can give describe regions. So these are the all the regions you can see. Southwest and all this. Okay. So guys, hope you understand how to create the EC2 instance through the AWS CLI. So what I will do here, I will create a command detail command document, and I will keep in my GitHub account. And in the next class, I will show you how to create the multiple instances through EC2 multiple EC2 instance from AWS and CLI and other stuff like how to do the load balancing, how to create the IAM role. Okay, I will show you in my next class. So that time I will give you the path so that it will be easy for you if you want to refer the video. Thank you.